Hey everyone, it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. So we are excited to bring another project your way, so make sure you watch our video to see what we do. All right, hello everybody. So we are here today making a tea for two treat caddy. So this is really cute to just give, coworkers or anything like that. You could also have it if you wanted to do like a placemat or something for the holidays as well. You could always have it as a holiday thing, or you could have it as a favor if you have a holiday party, anything like that. So I took our white daisy here and we cut it at 8.5 by 12. You can use regular cardstock, B&T paper, anything that suits your fancy. And then we are going to just make a few little cuts here. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to bring my paper to 2.5, and I want to go 2.5 by 2.5. So I've got 2.5 there. I'm going to come down to 2.5 here. And then I'm going to rotate it, line it up at 2.5, and cut 2.5. We need to do this on all four sides. So we're going to be cutting off 2.5 on every single end. All right, so we've got our 12 by 8.5 now cut like this. And we've got to do a few scoring things. So I'm going to bring in my score blade or my scoreboard. Like I said, you can use the blade. I just always find it easier to use a scoreboard. So what we're going to do here is a few different things. I'm going to score at the 2.5. So I've got this line here. So I'm going to score that all the way down, 2.5 there. And then at the 6-inch mark here. So score those. These two flaps we're going to score. I'm going to rotate it. I'm going to score it at this 2.5 as well. But I'm also going to score it at 1.25, which is this line. Rotate this. 2.5 again. And then 1.25 right there. Perfect. Then we are also going to score it when we have it long way. Oops, just kidding. Keep it this way. So we're going to score it at 5 inches here. So when it's long ways, like we just scored the half here. So we're going to go to 5. Score it at 5. I'm going to flip it around. Score it at 5 again. All right. And then we've got a few other small scores that we have to do, but they're on diagonal, so it's going to be a little bit more challenging, but I'm up for the challenge if you are too. So we want to score this on a diagonal. So see, we've got a diagonal here. So all of these corner boxes that we created are going to have diagonals. So I just kind of rotated this, and I put these two pieces up to the top, because if I do that, it actually makes a straight line. So I'm going to go from corner down to that corner, just like that. And I'm going to do the same thing on this side. So put those two flush against the top. And you can kind of see the score line when I'm using a scoreboard. So we're going to do those two. And then I have to do the other two corners. So I'm going to kind of do the same exact thing with these two. This one's a little harder. I went off asleep. I went off by one little thing. I missed the notch. There we go. Fix that. All right, perfect. So we've got that all scored up, and I hope you can see it on the camera, but there's a ton of score lines on here. So what we are going to do now is we are going to just fold things. So all right, so we ended up folding everything in just so I have my lines and everything is kind of more easy to see, or prominent, I guess you can see. You can see all my score lines now that they've been bone folded. So what we're going to do with first is we're going to take our 4 corners that you scored, and you're going to fold them in. If you don't want to do it on the scoreboard like I did, you can always take like an embossing tool and a ruler and kind of just
go corner to
yeah,
corner.
corner to corner and do something like that. That's also an option. So these corners are going to actually be folded down like this. And we are going to take our cutter and take a piece of Cherish. So this is our bulk Cherish. I'm going to cut off the zip strip quickly. And we need to cut 2 1/4 inch strip. So if you want to embellish with us, you can. So I'm cutting a 2 1/4 inch strip, and I need to cut it 2 1/4 by 2 1/4 twice. 2 1/4 once, twice. And then we're going to take these and we're going to cut these on a diagonal. And what we're going to do is these flaps that are open, they are not where the embellishment goes. You're going to flip it and we're going to glue them down here. So I'm going to just put a little bit of adhesive on these. And they're going to go to the 4 sides. Remember, this adhesive runner is our dot glue. So if you have like a scrap paper and you want it to go off the edge, just have that there because it's dots. It will only catch what you want it to catch. I do not suggest gluing on your project like I just did. All right, so we've got that like that. So now you've got these folds here, right? So just to make everything easy, I just kind of folded everything inward to begin with. But how this is actually going to work is once you've got your folds like that, you can glue these down too, right? I would say yes. So once you have that, these actually fold in. This is where it's good to have a bone folder too, because you really want to make sure that your cardstock kind of cooperates and follows what you're doing. So if you have to kind of manipulate it just a little bit so it folds down better, you can do that. That one was pretty good. So these two are going to fold in like this. And then we're going to fold these over themselves. So this is going to be folded like this.
And it's going to be a little thick because
our white daisy is very thick. This one's going to be like this. And so you have these two that then pop out, and then these two fold up like this. And see how it's like a kind of a little tiny container. And then you have pockets here. I actually made this for Brendan for Valentine's Day once. So you've got like pockets here that you can add a note card, something like that. And then we can actually cut here as well. Let me add some pretty embellishments up there. So this has to be a 1 by 3 1/4. So I'm going to cut a 1 inch strip. 1 inch by 3 1/4. Do that twice, and then I'm going to take the other piece side, do 1 inch, and then do 3 1/4 again, 3 1/4. All right, so we've got these pieces now, and you can use these pieces that we just cut, the 1 by 3 1/4, and you can actually embellish here. So I'm going to put some glue up here just to have some pretty designs on your treat for 2. And like I said, these are great because you can also put like a mini gift card or something in there. We can do chocolates, whatever you want. But this kind of makes that super pretty and things like that. If you wanted to secure this down more too, I can always put some glue here, some glue under all of these, just so we can, you know, get them to stay down a little bit better. So if you do that and then glue that and then put a little glue here, that'll keep that from opening. And then see, if you pop this open like this, you have an embellished little thing now. Your T can also slide right in the side, so that's why it's called T for 2. So you can slide these two into the side. What we also will do is, I would have to find the crocodile. So we also have a crocodile right here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just punch 2 holes. Make sure this is on the right one. I'm going to punch 2 holes. Where do I want to punch my holes? How big is this? This is 3 1/2. So I'm going to, where should I punch my holes? I'm gonna punch a hole. Okay, so I put 2 little dots at 1.5 and 2 because that's kind of like my more centralized point. So I'm going to punch 1 hole there. Punch another hole there. So I've got my 2 holes. They're a little off, but that's okay. And then you can get like a little bag of candy and put it in here. Another thing too is if you didn't want to seal this bag as well, you can actually put it up here so it doesn't slide out too. Like you can kind of do that, punch holes through that, so then your candy doesn't slide out. But if you want them to get it easily, you can always close up the bag. Put whatever candies you want in here. We've got some lint and some kisses. And put this like this and give it to them. Just be aware your thing might slide out.
Could use a glue dot probably for,
yeah, something like that.
The bottom.
And then you want to get a ribbon, a finer ribbon. Can we get the
Sure.
gold one?
Yes, I wasn't sure.
Well, I know you could use twine too. You can use anything really, just as long as you have that. Thank you. Yes, this is long, but we can cut it. We can always trim. Trim. You can also punch a bigger hole and use the other ribbon. You can also glue that together too.
And this is perfect for like a teacher gift or
Yep.
a coworker gift.
Yep. Everything I said before.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I think you walked away at that point.
Well, I'm just reiterating.
Great minds think alike. What are you talking about? Psh. So I know I made that like a big bow, but just to kind of show you that it stays together by itself. And then you've got that cute candy in there. I would actually, to be honest, glue this together so it kind of holds its shape a little bit better. But then it also, you know, I'll glue it together just to show you. Then you also have to decide whether or not you want to punch a hole with the candy bag in it or you want to punch a hole without the candy bag in it. Because if you're punching a hole with the candy bag in it, you might not want to glue it because then when they try to untie it to get the candy, it might not come out.
Yes. You could also get those bags that tie out on the top, you know. Might squeeze it in there a little better.
Yeah. You could punch the holes wherever you want. So you can also do them closer together, wherever you fancy. And then you can just make your ends fancy. Snip. Snip. Fix that bow a little bit. Okay, Mom will fix the bow better later. I make fork bows. Cute enough. There you go. So you got like a cute little gift here. You can even hang like something off of here, like an ornament or something if you wanted to give it
definitely.
to. And then you've got that. And like we said too, you can also add like a little note in here. You could put the T on both sides. They fit Ghirardelli chocolates, anything like that. So, you know, you can kind of put a little biscuit or something in here as well. I bent this down so it's bothering me. So I'm going to put a little bit of glue right there. Yeah, stuck that back on. And look, even if you wanted to take the little pieces and accent a little bit more too, you could.
That's really
So there's a lot of cute little things. You've got these squares as well. You can put like a square here. You know, we cut that 2 1/4 inch strip and I got all these little pieces from it. So you can always just, you know, add some extra embellishings. I kind of actually really like how that square looks.
Yes, I was going to say, you can even, before you assemble it, you can measure that square and put something in there.
Even just, oops, cheater. But when you pull it out, you know, you have like some cute little things here. So, but that is our T for 2 treat caddy. Thank you to Naomi Smith for this.
Awesome idea.
Yeah, it's really, really cute. So, and glue these edges down more. I know I just did it quick, but all right, that's our technique. And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. But we are so excited for, obviously, all the holiday seasons and everything too, but our weekend in January is coming up. So it is about a month out now. We are so excited. We do have a few spots left, so if you want to join us, come on and register, woohoo. And then we have March as well. March is filling up. So if you want to join us for either of those, let us know, and we can't wait to see you. So we'll see you next week.
Happy Hanukkah and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Squeaking, squeak, squeak. Squeak, 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 squeaking. So squeaky.
He's snoring.